Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Nick here, and today I wanted to talk about how you can grow your fitness Instagram page and then monetize those followers that you grew. The main focus of this video, though, is going to be on growing the page, alright? But I wanted to start off by just saying you don't need a huge following in order to start online fitness coaching or selling programs or diets or whatever you want to do to monetize your following. You don't need a huge following to do this. I've seen people with under 10K, 20K followers able to monetize their Instagrams better than I have, and I have 100K. Here's my Instagram, by the way, if you guys don't know who I am. So when it comes to followers, what matters most is the quality of followers, not the quantity. So someone with 10,000 followers could have super engaged followers that want to buy their programs, whereas someone with 200,000 followers could have a bunch of followers that just think they look good and want to follow them just to look at them and won't actually ever buy anything from them. But that being said, having a large following count can help you in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to positioning yourself as an authority figure in the industry. So while it can help to have a large following, it definitely is not necessary. So the number one thing on Instagram that is working right now is swipe workout videos. So posting your full workout with swipe videos, just showing people technique on how to do every exercise, and then posting below in the description of the workout exactly the name of the workout, how many sets, and how many reps you did. You could also include things like rest time and then just tips on certain exercises like, on the bench press, make sure you keep your shoulders back and stuff like that, just to make sure that you're helping your followers as much as possible, as well as establishing yourself as that authority figure. Honestly though, just posting swipe videos is not going to be enough to grow. The biggest thing you have to focus on with these swipe videos, of course show them good form and of course show them good exercises that are actually going to work. But the biggest thing you have to focus on is making sure that cover photo at the very beginning of the first exercise, well, it doesn't have to be at the very beginning. You can move it to wherever you want it to be. But you have to make sure that that cover is super eye-catching. You look super big, super ripped in it, and it just makes people want to click on it. If you don't have a good cover, these swipes will not work. So focus most of your time when you're filming around that cover and making sure that one of the exercises that you film is going to have a part in it that is going to show off your body really well, show off your muscles really well, make you look super shredded, and just kind of catch people's attention when they're scrolling by Instagram. This is what's really going to make your page blow up if you do this correctly, so make sure you focus on the cover. So I'm going to run you guys really quickly through how I choose a cover and exactly how I go about posting on Instagram. So you're obviously going to start by opening up Instagram and then clicking like add picture, photo, video, whatever. And then you're going to go, see I have all these videos here. So I'm just going to click on one. So I have all of these that I want to post as a swipe video sequence. So I look through all of them first. I decide which one shows off my body the best, I look best in, I look most shredded in and stuff. And I decide that it's this one. So once I get here, I'm not going to just click this and go about and do them all, okay? First, what you have to do, this is very important, because you really want to take up as much of the screen as possible on Instagram, because obviously that's going to catch people's eyes more. So you're going to go to this button here in the bottom left-hand corner and click that and see how it pushes me away. It makes me cover up more of the screen. And then you're obviously going to center yourself. Understand that when people are scrolling through the Explore page on Instagram, as you can see, it cuts off the top and bottom just a little bit. So you wanna compensate for that. So as you can see here with this swipe video sequence, this one right here, when they click on it, you can see that it cuts off the top and the bottom a little bit, like that much. So you want to account for that when you're making up your cover. So how I do this is, I want to make sure, so I get here, I click the bottom left hand, it shoots it away. I want to make sure that I cover, my face is in it, and I'm covering these two with just my fingers, and I make sure, right there, I want to make sure that my face is in it and my arms are in it, okay? So then I go through, okay, so that's my cover, I click the bottom corner, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to just click every single one in the sequence in order from now on. Make sure you're centered in all of them, so as you see there. Alright, and then we're going to click next. Okay, so now this is where the important stuff comes into play. You're going to click cover. As you can see, that's what I want my cover to be. I want to make sure that I'm in the whole screen, my face is showing, my arms look pretty good, and we can play around and see, like, does that look better, does that look better? I like this, and based on my research, something like this where I'm covering up most of the screen and my arms are elongated and my face and my jawline is showing, that's going to do pretty well. So I decide on that cover, I click done, and then I click next, and then I write the caption and everything. You guys know how to do this, you've posted on Instagram before most likely. So yeah, I just thought I'd run you through really quickly how I go about posting, and obviously look through all of your videos and decide like where in which video you look best, and then just move that to the front. And so if the fourth video you look best in, just move that to the front and mention in the comments, hey, the first video is actually the fourth exercise, so that they know, and they don't try to do that one first. So yeah, that's how I go about posting on Instagram. Another thing I wanted to cover about posting on Instagram is you definitely do not need to use a really good camera. I'm going to show you guys some statistics I have from my previous posts, and you guys are going to be really surprised by which ones do best. So these are my most recent posts. If we go to my most recent, that was filmed, we just talked about this one, but that was filmed with an iPhone the whole way through. You can see the quality is not that great. It's very average quality for Instagram. But this one actually ended up reaching 95,000 people. That's what we really want to focus on when we're looking at these statistics, is the reach and the follows. So as you guys can see, I got 900 followers just from these videos alone and 90,000 reach, okay? And this is just from a simple iPhone video, iPhone quality, okay? And now we go to something where, right here, this was filmed with a $3,000 camera, okay? That was filmed with a $3,000 camera, all of these swipes were, okay? So pretty impressive quality, right? Guess what? This one only reached 23,000 people, okay? And it only generated me 13 follows. That's it, okay? And this is actually common for most of my videos. I mean, obviously some of the high quality ones do pretty well, but a lot of the iPhone ones do better. So it really does not matter what type of camera you're using. Just start with your iPhone. That is plenty. That is actually probably better than starting with a real nice camera, okay? In terms of growth on Instagram, especially when you are just starting out, quality does not matter as much as quantity. So the opposite of what I was saying before, but in terms of posting on Instagram, you want to make sure that you're posting every single day, okay? You don't want to take any days off. You want to be pushing content as much as possible on your story and on your feed. So I would recommend 1 to 2 times per day on your feed, and then anywhere honestly from 10 to 20 times on your story. You want to make sure that you're showing up in people's feed and stories as much as possible so that they're comfortable with you. They're seeing your face all the time. They're hearing you talk. The more they see your face, the more they hear you talk, the more they're going to trust you and develop a personal connection with you, which is then going to make them want to spend money on you. Also, posting every day shows that you're really committed to helping every one of your followers with their fitness goals. Another way you can build your trust with them is by answering all the DMs you get. So any questions that people have, you're just answering them immediately as quick as possible. What should you be posting on your Instagram story? Some things that I like to do is talking to the camera about a certain topic that I pick. Sometimes I do topics on training or nutrition. For example, I could talk about the ketogenic diet. Does it work? Does it not work? What's it all about? Really anything that you think your followers would be interested in. One thing that I really like to do is post one of those question things. So like a poll, like ask me questions, and then you just pick throughout the week. You can go back and see that story and just pick throughout the week certain questions that you want to hit. So if someone asks something like, how much protein do I need? You can just go back, look at that, and then you don't have to post up on your story. Just talk about it like, hey, I got this question. Someone asked me how much protein do I need? So I would recommend eating 1 gram per pound of body weight if you're trying to gain muscle. Something like that. Something quick, easy. You can actually back up what you're saying with some science, some articles that you read online, peer-reviewed literature. Make sure that it's credible sources, and you can post screenshots of that, and that will actually help you show that you really know what you're talking about and you've done the research, and will help people trust you even more. So when it comes to getting your first few clients for online coaching, after you've spent some time building your following and developing some trust, then you can start trying to get clients. What I wouldn't do is post like every single day, like, hey, now accepting clients. You don't want people to think that you are desperate for clients. This is going to be the worst thing for your business. Do not post every single day that you are now accepting clients, like as if you weren't accepting clients the day before. I see people do this all the time, and they're just stuck in that cycle of posting about it, and no one really cares. So instead of posting that you're accepting clients, try instead just providing as much value as possible, and then people will naturally gravitate towards you and be like, hey, are you accepting clients right now? Like, can I get on that? Another thing that works well on Instagram is responding to all the comments that you get as quickly as possible. You want to be really engaged with your followers so that they keep coming back and keep liking your posts and keep responding back to you and liking your comment back and stuff like that. The more eyes you can get on your post and the more recurring eyes that you can get back to your post, the more Instagram is going to promote that post. Also, you can encourage people to save the post in the description of it. Also, maybe do something to encourage people to comment, like it, share it. Just think of creative ways that you can do this. A lot of times when I post my workout swipes, I'll leave a little comment saying, make sure you save this so that you can go back to it when you use it for your own workout. That gets people saving it, people going back to it, people spending a lot of time watching those videos multiple times. So Instagram really likes that because obviously their main goal is to just keep people on their platform for as long as possible so that they can give them as much ads as possible and make as much money as possible. That was a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like it, comment down below. Let me know what you want me to cover in future videos, and I will take a look at that and make sure I do. Yeah, go out there, start posting every day, start killing it on Instagram, and eventually you'll get your first client. I'm going to be making more videos like this soon, so stay tuned, subscribe, everything. Peace out.